Hello, everybody. Um, it's been a long meeting, so forgive me. We will have only two questions. Why? Wait. Because you will have plenty of opportunity asking me very deep questions at my last briefing in November. So today I want to focus on what we have just said. So let me repeat some the bottom lines because I think these are the ones we would like to make particularly public. Point number one, you heard it probably, but I'm repeating it. The Idlib MOU is terribly important, and it does provide, apart from an issue about security and we hope a sustainable calm in the area, we talk about the Idlib area, also a unique window of opportunity for the establishment and the launching of a credible and inclusive constitutional committee. This is and will remain our aim. And frankly, our assessment is that if there is a political will, there is no reason whatsoever for the Constitutional Committee not to be able to be convened during the month of November. We are ready. We have done a lot of homework, 10 months of preparation. The main reason so far for the delay in conveying in Geneva the Constitutional Committee is, frankly, the difficulties that the government of Syria has to accept the current third list that has been prepared by the UN as per the Sochi Declaration and the Resolution 2254. That's why it's very important what we hope to be able to discuss in Damascus. I plan to discuss this pending issue in Damascus during my forthcoming mission, which will be taking place in a few days' time, and report back, as you heard, to the Secretary General and to the Security Council if they ask me to do so, which it seems to be the case. Now, regarding on the personal issue, well, I have to tell you, you must have heard rumors for a long time. Some of you have been doing it even very early. I've been always been indicating to the Secretary General my plans for personal reasons, which is not health, it's family, basically. So no speculation on that. I'm touching wood, I'm fine, and I'm not even tired, because this has been giving me a lot of adrenaline, this type of mission. It is actually because there is also a family which deserves, after 4 years and 4 months, a little bit of attention. So it was always the plan to do it sometime in November. But the whole idea is to actually try to do it in the most effective way. That's why, according to Secretary General's instructions, this month becomes a crucial month, an opportunity for verifying whether the Constitutional Committee has any chance to be, as we hope, a credible and sustainable idea. And that applies also de facto to the Sochi Declaration. So I will therefore report in November to the Secretary General and to the Security Council the status of the implementation of the Constitutional Committee in order to allow the Secretary General and the Security Council to draw their own conclusions, hoping that that will also help my successor so that he or she will be able to start from a clear and clean ground. That's why the briefing I will be doing, God willing, in November at the Security Council will be the most important one, certainly, of my mission. Thank you. 2 questions. Yes, and then I will.
Special Envoy James Bays from Al Jazeera. Thank you for doing so many stakeouts over your years in this office. In over 4 years, at press conferences and in interviews, there seemed to be one thing that was your mantra: there is no military solution. And yet in that time, we've seen starvation used as a weapon, we've seen repression, including torture, we've seen aerial bombardment, including barrel bombs, we've seen the repeated use of chemical weapons. The Syrian government clearly didn't believe you, and it now controls most of the country. So it did have a military solution, didn't it?
You see, I work for the UN. and I've been working for the UN now 48 years in 22 wars or missions in conflict area. I've learned one thing, and I know the Secretary General feels very strongly like this. What matters is winning the peace. And therefore, it is so important to make sure that what we talk about, the political process, takes place. The alternative would be territorial gains, but no sustainable peace. That is what you have to look at. Yes, sir. And I know you well. Thank you.
My first question is about the Syrian permanent representative said it in your face that his government will not allow the United Nations to interfere in the formation of the Constitutional Committee. My second question is about how frustrated that you are personally that you couldn't achieve a breakthrough in this crisis. Thank you.
So the second question I will answer in the end of November, okay? Because 1 month can be a century in politics, and we have seen that happening in so many. And I am, by definition, I've always been an optimist, so I will not comment on that. Forgive me, but I give you a chance to ask it again at the end of November. Regarding the other point, well, let's wait and see what this visit and mission, which is going to be quite important to the point that the Security Council wants to have a briefing immediately after, will be providing. The Sochi Declaration speaks quite clearly about what is expected from the UN and from the Special Envoy. And we intend to do our part to facilitate that. Thank you so much. We will be talking in November. And you know I like you, so I will not...